I'm gonna go now. It's getting a bit late.
Okay, well, thanks so much for hanging
Fine.
out with
It's
us.
been a really cool series so far. I'm still gonna watch it on Twitch. I'm just a bit tired, so.
No problem. We'll see you
Alright.
around.
Yep. See it.
Alright, guys, welcome back to game number 3 of the NotA Grand Finals here. We've got Hot Singles in your area faced up with Emo Boys 2002. Both games in the series so far going to Hot Singles in your area, and a very surprising couple wins here. I know we looked at the poll earlier, and it seemed like 44% of our viewers were saying they were certain that Emo Boys were going to 3-0 the series. I am your caster Moxie. I am joined with my analyst here. I've got Calum. I've got my co-caster Ben. And I'm streaming this over at my Twitch, twitch.tv/LittleMissMoxie, if you'd like to watch it over there and join the Twitch chat. But otherwise, let's get right into the draft. That Morphling ban, guys, like right off the bat. What do you guys think about that?
I'd rather see the Phoenix being banned or the Elk.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Morphling wasn't the hero doing work last game. The replicate was doing well, but your replicate doesn't do anything if the hero you're replicating isn't useful. So both the Bristleback or the Alchemist would have been better bans there. And then just Phoenix, of course, because it's getting all the work done.
Yeah, it's just getting so much work done.
We're gonna see
Well,
a
they
medic
may just
take
pick
note.
up the Phoenix.
They could actually.
What?
They have 2 players over on the side of Emo Boys that have Phoenix players. You've got Skaz who plays Phoenix, and you've got Pink Tops playing Phoenix, so that opens up a lot with your draft as well.
We were saying in the discussion there that is it not been like first pick or first or second pick both games?
Yes.
So, I
It was
mean,
first pick in the
why
first
not?
game. I think second game... I don't remember exactly when it was picked up, actually.
They banned it. What? Oh man, I am so confused.
We're about to see some pocket strat that I can't even fathom.
Yeah, I know. How do you draft against them? Like, actually, how do you do it? They banned their hero that's been doing the most work.
Hopefully we see a Quap pickup here. I think if Emotional Boys wants to take this to a game 4, they need a Quap or something good mid that can get work done for them.
I mean,
think
Quap
Ice
getting a
Cream's
huge...
too good.
He's got such a huge buff with the fact that you've got that Bloodthorn now, which, you know, Quap automatically buys herself the, I don't say automatically, but it typically will pick up the Orchid. And so now with the crits built into that, it's almost like it's made for Ice Cream's Queen of Pain, because he likes to build her right click. They're gonna go with Doom, though. Doom, solid pickup.
I don't understand.
Well, Doom counters everything.
Yeah, I know, but like, Ice Cream's Quap is like probably his best hero, the best hero I've seen him play anyway.
But I
And
don't think
it
they have a
got
Quap
buff.
player on the side of Hot Single, so they might be waiting for number 2 pick here. A Centaur pickup, that's a hero I have not seen a lot of. Really good though, again, we're talking about strength hero, naturally we'll build a Blade Mill usually.
So be
Another
Accent's
tanky.
hero.
Could be.
He's their offlaner, right?
Yes. I would assume so. I mean, it's
Unless you
Hot
see
Singles in
Libby
your
play.
area, it could be just about anything.
Doom into a Weaver, like put Weaver into Doom, I don't know if that's good, but I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's a pretty ballsy play right there.
I mean, that's been their style the whole series, so it's. I'm gonna say it's terrible, and then it's gonna be amazing and just wreck.
I mean, Weaver basically needs a Lincoln Sphere now.
There's the Quap pickup.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of happy to see that for Ice Cream because I do feel it's his best hero with the buffs.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see what he can get done with that, especially if they run something like an off-lane Doom, who can just survive in lane really well, assuming he's not against some sort of hyper-aggressive defensive tri-lane, like a Skywrath or something. And I feel like the Queen of Pain, any Queen of Pain rotations with the Doom on the offlane should be able to get quite a few kills, and then all of a sudden Doom becomes this mid-game presence that just allows their carry to get as much farm as he needs.
I feel like you don't want to go for a Skywrath Mage just because he's going to become food later on, and I don't think they want to let Quap just devour him here.
We were talking about this in the pre-game, but should E-Boys maybe pick like a proper hard carry? Like, they haven't done it in any of the games, and they get punished for it late when hot singles go late.
Well, I think they definitely have to alter up their strategy here because it's not working what they've been doing earlier. In fact, we've seen a
Yeah.
lot of the drafts that they picked are things that they've run before, which is interesting that they haven't come up with anything new, but we might be seeing something different. Of course, they haven't picked up the Doom, I don't believe, and any of their other games prior to this. So they might be shifting and adapting now.
Yeah, hopefully they pick up carry harder than Doom, because if right now I see Weaver buying a Lincoln Sphere and then Weaver just runs over their entire team.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. I like how they banned the Alchemist. I think that's a smart call.
But do you really want to put an Alchemist up against a Quap?
Hey, it's hot singles. They'll do anything, you know.
This is true. They're gonna send out Luna against the Quap. Just wait.
I'm gonna call it now, but Weaver Ags is probably gonna happen because it's hot singles, and it's actually good.
They do favor Ags. I would like to see the Centaur Ags and just have them run over everything.
Oh god, never kill strat? Is that what they're doing?
Didn't that like cause games to glitch out when it first happened because it was just too much visual stuff going on? People's computers just like crashed and they disconnected and things. It was like insane.
Guess we'll find out.
Didn't Loda find another like glyph? I don't know. I feel like Loda finds all the bugs whenever there's a new patch too. But I thought there was some sort of like huge bug with that at one point.
It's probably because Loda spends like 16 hours a day playing Dota 2.
No, it was during tournaments though.
Oh, what? Okay.
Oh, the Omni Knight pickup here.
No, they had this game 1, did they not? Or was that E-Boy?
Emo boys.
Okay.
I just
This-
really
is
hope
this-
they didn't pick it for the repel, because Doom goes right through that.
Oh, I think they know that. I think it's just more survivability for this Weaver. Although you're gonna get pure damage coming out from Quap with that, yeah.
This is the
Sounds
never
like-
kill a strat. This is their we're never going to die strat. Wraith King next pick or something, and then
I like how Ben's already trying to figure out the pocket strat here.
hey, you know how like when cops like when you try to find a serial killer, you have to get in their mind. Same thing, man. Like if you're gonna figure out hot singles, you gotta think like you're a hot single.
Ben's gonna be like, okay, guys, vote for Trump. I like anime, like all the like standard hot singles in your area things.
Well, there's some things I'll never say.
He's gonna turn into a weeb supporting Trump person.
But here we go, like Wraith King.
No, it's gonna be tiny, so they can throw the Centaur, hit the stomp, and then Omni heal on top of the Centaur.
Well, I mean, you don't kill that hero easy.
They're going for a very
Oh my
tanky
God.
lineup over on the side of hot singles. Medusa naturally tanky, Omni Knight is strength hero, Centaur of Kiss is a really tanky hero. The Weaver, of course, not as tanky, but does have that time lapse, which is going to be able to allow
If he gets
him to-
Ags though, that's something like a 16-second cooldown. It's obnoxious as fuck. They need late game. Please draft the late game hero, boys.
What do you even pick though, like into this lineup here? Because the CK is not going to be that great against like a Medusa, who's able to just stone gaze and get rid of all those illusions. Plus, they've got the Omni Knight as backup against any sort of physical damage.
Big burst, magic damage maybe to negate the Omni ulti.
I mean, normally we'd see like a Zeus pickup sort of thing, but I don't think that really fits into their lineup.
Core lift. It's kind of shit though.
Yup.
But I don't know. Like, yeah, you're right. What do they pick if they want late game? Because they're forced into this timing thing again. They're forced into like having a good early game and then like not going super late if they don't have something.
They've got such great kiting heroes too with the Weaver and the Medusa, because even if we've been seeing a lot of Safe Line Void getting picked up, but I don't think that'll work with the Medusa kiting, the Weaver kiting. I don't know.
They're thinking about it anyway.
Okay, they're gonna go for the lockdown with the Bane here.
I would rather see a big team fight ulti support, like a Sand King or something maybe.
They need more right click though, out of the side of Emotional Boys.
Big time.
I think they need to, if they want to cut their losses now and they try to go split push, I think that might work, because as of this point in time they have one single stun on the high side of hot singles, so.
That's true.
I kind of feel like hot singles have a better grasp on the patch though. I wouldn't have thought I'd be saying that going into the game, saying that like, oh, I think hot singles draft's better, but in every game it kind of has been.
Well, I mean, again, it's the meta of the really tanky heroes that build Blade Mail, and we're seeing, you know, tanky heroes coming out on the side of Hot Singles, and Centaur usually building that Blade Mail as well, so...
Wraith King support.
You really want that Wraith King pick, huh?
It just seems to be in theme with their picks. Gives them a stun as well.
I don't know, I feel like that's just way too greedy. Again, we've been talking about their past, like, their drafts being very greedy this entire time, though, too, so...
Yeah, why do we even try and do, like, a drafting prediction for them?
I mean, I do like that the Witch Doctor's been banned out just because his ultimate is physical damage and will go along really nicely with the Medusa Stone Gaze ult. I think that's a smart ban on the side of Emo Boys.
PL would have been good, actually.
Yeah, but they banned that out.
Yeah.
You think they go for something like a gyrocopter? Could go with a Legion Commander.
Whoa.
I guess the
We don't see that.
lockdown for the Weaver, but the heal bolt. I guess they're relying on Bane to either get a Nightmare and ulti off onto this this Omni Knight, get a duel onto either the Weaver or the. I don't know. Oh, this is
How do
really
you guys
risky.
feel about Emo Boys team fight at this stage?
I feel like they've
Kind
got
of
the better team fight.
atrocious.
I feel they've got Queen
Really?
of Pain and
No, on
like,
Hot
nothing.
Singles. I'm sorry. Hot Singles. I feel like that's
Okay.
really good.
Okay.
Emo Boys have got
Does
nothing. They've got no team fight. They've got
Yeah.
a Queen of Pain fight.
And the IO. Oh boy,
Wow.
I'm really excited. I love IO. I'm a big IO fan.
What is that? That's like 720 instant heal.
Medusa's
Redaction-
never gonna run out of
Redaction
mana this
what?
game. Should never
Oh,
run
wow.
out. And if
To
I
be
know
fair, though-
it's not Royus though. Oh my gosh, it's not Royus on the IO. It's gonna be Axon.
Wraith King would have been so good with the Legion as well. Wraith King support, man.
This is gonna be some interesting Dota. I like Hot Singles Draft a lot, but there is the potential for Emo Boys to snowball.
Yeah.
With the
but
bounty
what
hunt
happens when
golden,
Medusa
too?
Stone
Like-
Gazes? What happens when Omni ulties? What happens when Centaur ulties? Like, there's nothing. That's my concern. They need to stomp this in the early game or they lose.
I think they realize that they really can't go toe-to-toe in them to late game. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us during the analyst draft there, Caleb. We'll see you later. Ven and I are ready to introduce you to game number 3 of the NotA Winter Tournament series here. This is Hot Singles in your area versus Team E-Boys. This is a best of 5 match. First 2 games have gone over to the side of Hot Singles in your area, so if they win again, they're going to win this entire tournament. But let's go ahead and introduce the teams over on the Dire. We've got Rock going to be playing that mid Medusa against their Axon. Going to be playing our little ball of light. Libby going to be playing our Weaver. RKK Slider going to be playing our Centaur. And Royus going to be playing the Omni Knight.
And on Radiant, we have E-Boys. We have Ice Cream on his signature Queen of Pain, so we should be expecting some big plays out of that. Pink Tops on the Bane support, Skaws on the offlane Doom. Hard carry this game is going to be followed by Hot Dog, who will play the Legion Commander. And the Sauce Brigade will be playing our Roaming Bounty Hunter.
So what do you think we're going to see first blood?
Did Bounty get Orb of Venom? It did. Don't think he'll catch a Weaver. I don't know. Probably mid, but they have the IO to back up any potential Medusa ganks. I just know how active Ice Cream is on the Queen of Pain.
I really like this Bounty Hunter pickup. I think that's going to help out a lot because if they play this right, Bounty Hunter should be able to win them 2 different lanes. And he's going to take some harass from everyone right off the bat here. He's going to hang around. Io's ball is going to hit. Is going to be able to get the Bounty rune though. Top rune. Going to be able to go to the Legion Commander. So that's 2 Bounty runes going to the side of E-Boys. That's off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, my concern is that they're on a clock again in terms of when they win this game.
And it looks like we're going to be seeing the IO babysitting this Medusa mid. I think that's smart. I also think that Medusa should really never run out of mana if this IO is playing the way that it needs to.
Centaur's blocked the pool camp quite nicely. I think it was Centaur, maybe Omni Knight.
I'm concerned about this Legion Commander just because I want to make sure that, you know, she's going to be getting those duels. Because the damage is going to be huge. Slider already going to be able to get a stomp out. We're going to see the Sauce Brigade coming in from behind. There's going to be a brain sap, and it's just going to be a lot of harass coming out on him. But again, it's a Centaur. He picks up that return, and it becomes a lot more difficult. Top lane, they've left Libby here by himself. Oh, no, we've got the Omni Knight sitting nearby, actually. So it looks like they're going to be trying to go for heal bombs onto Skaws as every time he Shikuchis. Meanwhile, in mid, Axon taking a lot of damage, gonna be throwing out those spirits. This is a weird build on IO.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely. He did not take tether.
Oh, you mean the skill build?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I guess that's
tether.
for the rune bottom.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
still
I wouldn't have picked that up, honestly. I would have just waited, gotten that tether. Because now he's got to get a point in tether, and he's not going to be able to heal up his Medusa until he takes the overcharge, or if he's just taking a ton of damage from the squap, which as an
He's
IO,
got
you
it.
don't want.
I think he was saving the skill point. Don't know why, but
No, he just hit level 2. IO's gonna be able to go top. They really need to work on getting these runes, securing them, because IO will be dependent on those for his bottle. Bane actually picking up the Invis rune bottom here, though. Does have Nightmare, does have the Brain Sap, which will make the
yeah,
center
I don't
just
think
have
they should be
a
looking for kills here, though. I think they need to be playing to their strengths, which is like zoning the offlaner, pulling with camp, making sure he doesn't get any experience. They're not going to kill him.
And Bounty Hunter's actually making his way top here. Does have a Windlace, gonna be able to, see this IO. IO in a bit of a predicament. Does have the tether though, would be able to just tether onto one of the heroes if they come a little bit closer. In fact, he should be yelling that out to his team. Gonna be able to go jump onto Libby, get healed up, heal up Libby at the same time. And they're gonna throw
At least
the
the
repel
bounties-
out onto him here.
At least the bounty's semi-decent against the Weaver. It's kind of all the more reason to get Weaver Ags, though.
I kind of like what Hot Singles is doing here in mid, putting this Medusa in, just because of the fact that, again, Medusa is fairly tanky because of that mana shield, and she's able to stand toe-to-toe in lane. Oh, they're trying to go over here onto Rock, though. We're seeing Sauce Brigade throwing out some of that harass. She has launch charges, she should be fine, but that'll make her just move back and be a little bit more cautious. And Io is probably on his way here, gonna be able to just go ahead and heal up, although needs to be careful. There is a bounty hunter in the vicinity, and he's searching. Gonna run into each other. Bounty hunter's still level 1 though, almost level 2.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on the Medusa. Like, last game caused a few dives to not quite happen because she just lived.
What a statement then.
Thanks, I'm capable of them from time to time.
No, but I think this is really smart because that's one thing that Hot Singles in your area usually has a lot of trouble with is their mid, because they don't have a true mid player, and they've been putting Rock there, and basically Rock's whole goal is just not to die. And on a hero like Medusa, it's a good chance that you're not going to run into those problems. When you're against someone like Quap, which you know that Ice Cream likes playing, you can just keep spamming Mystic Snake. She's fairly squishy, she's going to have difficulty against it, and you're going to be able to replenish your mana.
Yeah, but she's actually getting good CS as well, Medusa, so she's actually out CSing at the moment, in my opinion.
Well, again, with that Mystic Snake, it's a lot of harass that she's able to throw out. You've got this Io who's going to be able to like keep your, mana consistently up on top of the fact that you have Mystic Snake. Like, look at that. She just used that. It's only level 2, and she's got a ton of
This is
mana.
my concern as well. Is like,
Libby. What's Libby doing here? Libby's going to get healed. He's got to run himself away here. He's taking so much damage from this Doom. Io coming forward though, gonna be able to save him. Libby thinking about turning around, gonna throw out a couple value clicks here. Needs to be careful not to be a little too greedy. There's no more bottle charges, and Sauce Brigade standing nearby does have the point into that Janata.
oh, he could maybe do this. I think he can.
He's scouting it out. Io's gonna come in, save him up again. Axon doing work here, and Medusa also, they don't have any sort of detection though. I don't think they can really do this. I'm actually surprised that they haven't put down any sentry wards with a roaming bounty hunter on the map. Especially because Io needs to be so careful. He's looking at that courier. He's going to be able to get, they're going to be able to fly it away. Formaggio's going to get away here, it looks like.
They can't let their team mascot die.
Yeah, right? And
yeah,
look, picking up
that's
that
the thing,
mask.
again, with Medusa, it's like, so she's winning the early game, and she's probably going to win the late game.
They're putting out a lot of damage onto Slider here though, bottom. He's sitting at about 287 health. And Legion's sitting at level 5. She's going to be looking for a duel fairly soon. And seeing Bane come forward. Io has the double damage rune though. I was able to secure that. Top rune is Bounty.
You went for the bracer on the...
Ooh, Legion has to be so careful here. The slow's going to come out onto her. She does have the purge coming up. I shouldn't be going to be able to run herself away. Bane coming in. Pink Top's going to go ahead and nightmare this Io. And she's just going to have to run.
She's almost double Weaver CS though. She's doing really well for last hit.
Well, I think the Bane has been doing a great job in keeping a lot of harass onto this Centaur. You know, he has hit level 6, so he is getting plenty out of this lane. But at the same time, you know, using the Brain Stop, using the Nightmare. Plus, we're seeing this Bounty Hunter who's coming around looking for maybe to put a little harass. And again, there's no sentries down here. Seeing the Legion come forward, she's got the duel. He's gonna just run himself away though. Meanwhile, in top lane, Libby's gonna go ahead. They're gonna go ahead, throw that repel on him, keep him alive, and salve him up. So we're seeing both of the offlaners have hit level 6. Seeing a decent amount of farm onto both of them, especially, you know, Doom sitting at 25 and 1, the Centaur sitting at 18 and 3. But Centaur actually gonna have to run himself all the way out of lane here, so...
I'm really concerned with this Bounty Hunter. He's level 2. Really needs to get some load time.
They need to set something up probably on the Io, but the Io's been really good about being very mobile, moving around. Hard to lock him down. They do have the Doom, though, up and running. Does not have enough mana for it currently, but they could try to do something here onto, like, the Omni Knight or the Weaver.
What do you make of this Legion build? I was going to ask you. Usually it's like you max overwhelming odds just for the nuke, and then you can duel after, but she's taking no points in it.
I'm not sure what the build is here, honestly. Like, it's not a standard build at all. I would have liked to see, like you said, maybe 1 in overwhelming odds. I think maybe because, you know, it's a safe lane Legion, getting really decent farm. She doesn't.
In my opinion, it should be 4-1-1-1, or like 4-1-2 or something. But
oh, yeah, Ice Cream able to clean up the first kill onto the Io top. Sauce Brigade's coming around. There's going to be the swarm being used. Royce throwing out the repel, running forward, trying to just chase down this Doom. I don't know what Royce thinks he's doing. He doesn't have any damage here. He's just being fearless. I
mean, he's got 7 armor and a nuke, so...
Yeah, but he doesn't have any points in, like, the degen aura, so I'm not sure why he's running at them.
Oh, that's...
Like, if he had a point in the degen aura and we saw that the Weaver was going to go after him and chase, I could understand that. But he put the repel on himself, so he can't even do a heal bomb.
I don't think, like, it's worth taking another skill point repel for an extra 2 seconds. I mean, maybe, but... Yeah,
no,
I
don't think so. Not this early in the game anyways. And, oh, there we see the Sauce Brigade trying to put a bunch of damage onto Sir Royus here. Royus gonna have to go ahead, use the repel, move himself back. Doom chasing after him though. He wants this kill. He does have a mango on him. He could choose to Doom, but I don't think it's gonna be necessary. That's a nice ultimate coming out though from Royus. Gonna be able to chase everyone back, and Libby coming forward. They've gone and used the center ultimate. Sauce Brigade gonna have to. Oh, the Doom's coming out though onto Royus. Royus is gonna fall. He is like very far behind the tower though. Pink Top's coming in, trying to help him out. We're gonna lose the Doom, and Libby gonna have to run himself away here. He is on fire. He is gonna make it out just barely though. Nice rotation coming out from Pink Tops here.
I think that's kind of in the favor of Hot Singles. Look at the Doom pick off. I think he went a bit too greedy.
Well, I think Omni had just picked up that ultimate, and that was really what enabled that Doom kill. Meanwhile, bottom Legion Commander level 2. Oh, she's gonna be able to duel this Io. That's gonna be nice damage put onto her right now at the 10-minute mark. Nice timing on that, seeing that the Centaur moving himself down. She does have the blink available, can get away. E-Boy's Ice Cream turning around, wants to go onto the center. There is the Omni Knight though, throwing out some damage. There's the Stomp coming out. A Repel's gonna get thrown out from Roy. It's gonna be able to just take that right off of the Quap there, and Seaska's come around. He wants to go for this. And that's a lot of TPs coming down here now. Meanwhile, in mid, Bounty Hunter just trying to soak up some experience, but not going to be able to do much against this Medusa, who's sitting at level 8.
No, but this is good. They're giving the Bounty some time to get his levels. I think that's definitely needed.
I don't think they needed everyone to TP bottom here on the side of Hot Singles. I think that might have been a little bit overkill. Especially because you probably want this Weaver doing some farming. Although in mid here, Rock is actually having trouble. He's got 2 of these supports running up onto him. Not support, sorry. Ice Cream is he gonna dive? He's gonna dive. He's gonna try to go for the kill onto the Medusa. Oh, she's gonna whip! Ice Cream gonna have to run himself away. He's got that haste rune. Gonna be able to just run. Oh no, what a disaster.
I've watched a lot of games in the tournament. I've not seen Ice Cream whiff an ulti before.
I've never seen that happen either. I think it was just...
I do wonder if it gets like in the players' heads that are like slightly tilting or slightly worried, like nerves, you know?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually. That would have been a kill on the Medusa if they had just been able to get that off.
That's not something you normally miss.
And they're putting a lot of damage down here on this bottom tower. They do have duel up though. They could opt to go in for that. Seeing another TP come down. If they could lock down that Weaver, it would be perfect. And here comes the Doom. Doom's gonna... Oh, they're gonna use 2 ultimates onto this Weaver. Gonna be able to secure that damage for the Legion Commander. 20 experience... 20 dual damage, rather. They're gonna turn around after the Nightmare and see if they can clean up RKK Slider.
You're getting here.
Io's gonna come in, try to save the day. Pink Tops is gonna get stunned up. Here we have Ice Cream coming forward, though. Again, I think we'll probably go on this Io. Chasing after Io. They need just maybe one more hit. They're gonna be able to take down the little ball of light. And Skaz, he really wants his kill. He's gonna go around, chase RKK Slider. They're trying to take him down here. That's a lot of hate for the Centaur, and they should be able to clean up. But that is all of the heroes now down in the bot lane to the side of E-Boys here.
All ultis down and used, but worth it, I think. This is kind of like hot singles timing now. I think they just need to like snowball off this. Like if they don't snowball now, it becomes.
You mean E-Boys?
Like in the last 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say hot singles? Yeah, for E-Boys, like they just need to use this.
Well, they've got really good lockdown coming out from Pink Tops, from Doom, and the Legion Commander because, you know, they're concerned about this Weaver, and Weaver actually not choosing to go for a Lincoln's right off the bat.
He's going Axe. I'm telling you, it's like...
But
it's going to be an annoying...
That's going to be a problem, though, because if they're able to just Doom him every fight, he's not going to be able to do anything with that Axe.
Oh, that's true.
Plus the fact they've got the Legion for lockdown for dual damage on top of that.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the play. Like, I like the idea, but...
Yeah, it's not practical.
And they know that the bounty hunter is over here. The ball's coming into contact with him. Here's going to be Ice Cream coming forward, trying to take down Axe. And they're running a little low on the mana, though. Going to have to move him back. And Royce actually going ahead and repelling himself. Those are some nervous supports.
if you do some interviews after, like, you have to ask them about the no die strat from, like, Centaur, Axe, and I'm assuming he's going to go Agnes.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, one thing I know that they've run in the past with this Medusa is they actually have her brush a rapier. And they just use all the healing in the world to keep her alive.
Well, is that not like not Badman, but there's someone else that does the build. And he's like, it's the only build, and if you don't do it, you've pretty much been carried by...
Oh, they're gonna miss the stomp here. And they do realize that he is still here, though. That tether going to be able to get him away. And there's going to be the ultimate getting used. Pop going to be able to land the ultimate, but it's just not going to do enough damage. Rice turning back around is going to get grabbed out by Pink Tops. Pink Tops is going to go ahead, use that ultimate. The duel, they're trying to get through. They're going to be the duel over onto the Centaur. Still going to be able to clean it up. And now Axon is going to just lose it here. I don't think he makes it out of this alive, yeah. Oh, the Nightmare coming out, though. Able to just clean up. Meanwhile, top lane, Libby able to secure that top tower.
This feels a lot more like classic E-Boys, like hit their timings and execute well.
And we're seeing that Ice Cream has picked up his signature Dragon Lance on the swap. Probably going to be going again for that right click build. I would be surprised if he didn't go into a Bloodthorn, to be quite honest.
It's too good here not to.
It would be such a good lockdown for that Weaver on top of that, because Weaver, again, not opting to go for the Lincolns here. So there's so many things that can just lock him down.
Like, I think if he was doing that build, you go Lincoln Tags. I think that's okay. I personally still wouldn't do it. I think I would still get a Deso because it's just too good.
I think you need some sort of survivability if you're going to be playing Weaver. Something. And this
you can go Deso first into like something defensive.
But that's only if you're like your team's doing really well, I feel.
Yeah, but at the same stage you want to like, I don't know if you want to go for an Agnes though. And Lincoln's in Jeep.
I mean, at least Lincoln's gives him a little bit of tank survivability too. If he, not Lincoln's, I'm sorry, the Ags build. But this,
I mean, they've got that, so they've got like a Centaur.
Legion's got a Deso. 15 minutes, she's got Blink Deso and 30 damage. She's doing really, really well here. The supports are gonna have to be very careful, especially you've got an Io. So if this Legion just keeps racking on the damage, she can one-shot this Io. Because Io hasn't built any sort of survival. Oh yeah, there we go. There's another Legion, another...
Double damage as well.
Another duel coming out. Yeah, this is not something
They need
that
to
hot
use it,
singles
so
want to deal
this
with.
happened last game. This like happened last game. They were doing really well, they hit their timing, and then it just slowed down when they took the racks or tried to take rack.
And Deso's coming out on Courier right now for this Legion Commander. They do have the Centaur up, they do have the Centaur ulti. I'm not sure they want to go in on this, especially because their Omni Knight is down. Unless Omni
They have a Doom as well.
Yeah, they're looking for it. And again, they're going to be able to take this tower. It looks like they're all going to back off here.
Double damage Legion.
Track coming out on Medusa. That's a huge deal too. Having that Bounty Hunter gold is going to be really, really handy for them. Although I believe they're able to purge that off using the Repel. Yep. No longer tracked.
That's big.
Doom's still coming forward though. He has Doom. He's used the Purge over onto this Medusa. That's another thing. People always forget about Doom. He's able to use that Satyr and be able to purge different things. Weaver sitting on the wrong side of the tracks here. Especially with all of them over there. Did throw down a sentry ward. Gonna move himself back. Legion finding Rock. Oh, gonna go for the duel on Rock. I don't know if that's a good idea. Although there's so much damage coming out from this Deso. The heal bomb coming out. Not gonna be able to get it, but he's also not gonna give it over to... Oh, there's the ultimate coming out from Quap. Turning around. Gonna be able to probably take down this Omni Knight. Omni is gonna fall. Medusa's gonna fall. Axon gonna run himself away. I think that was a little premature of a duel.
I mean, they won the fight, so it controlled the... Like, there was so much focus going on to Legion that they could clean up the rest of the players.
That could have been a disaster, though. Like, there were so many people standing nearby. That was a little bit...
They may get more here.
Too gutsy. Yeah, they're looking. He's gonna be able to get out, though.
Still got Doom available.
Right now we're seeing the two cores on the side of E-Boy sitting at highest net worth, 8.7k, 6.7k. So this is looking a little bit more like classic E-Boys here.
Yeah, it feels it to me. I don't know if they were like not expecting what Hot Singles going to bring to the game, but they just didn't look on form. Like the first two games didn't look like they were playing their typical standard.
I want to know if Pink Tops gave them an inspirational speech during the intermission with the analyst panel.
Oh man.
I'm sure I'll find out from them later about that.
They need to be like a fly on the wall to hear these. Like, if I need to use like a motivational speech from a team.
There's nothing wrong with a little motivational speech every once in a while. Legion's got duel up. It looks like she's ready to go again. And they're using scans over here. They're trying to keep an eye out. And there's the track being thrown out onto this Omni. They might be trying to go for the Omni. I think that's a good hero to lock down right off the bat.
That's huge. That's what they need to do on the Omni for sure.
And they've got it on the Io as well. Io is an easy duel for Legion if she's able to just go ahead and land that. There's going to be the center going forward though. They're trying to go onto this Bounty Hunter. They've got a sentry ward. There's going to be the duel onto the Io. Io's going to pop. And there's going to be the ultimate coming out onto this Omni Knight. That is perfect timing. There's going to be the cleanup coming out from Bounty Hunter. The Doom has gotten used on top of that. And there's going to be the center. Going to turn around, try to save people. Going to have them run away. And they're going to have to pop that Stone Gaze.
They didn't have to commit Doom there, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. Meanwhile, top lane though,
hey,
Weaver is getting closer and closer to that Ags. But if he's losing towers, what good is it?
So to me, like last game, they would have went high ground. This would have been, they would have taken this tower and they would have went high ground. Don't think they should. I think they should clear up the rest of the map. Looks like they're going to as well.
They've got one tier 1 left over on the side here, and I think they're going to go try to finish that up.
I'm glad that they're doing this, because this is, like, honestly, the first game, they've tried to push high ground in this.
Is this a Rapier coming out for Rock? Is this going to be Rock Rapier again? He's got the Demon Edge.
He needs Mask of Madness first, I think. But
I'm not sure about the itemization here. I'm a little nervous for them. They've done this in the past, but I feel like they have such good lockdown.
it's like a legit build, because I think it was Badman. Chat will know. Chat always knows, but
Chat like, always pretends that they know too, even if they don't know.
They probably do so.
Love you, Chat. And
like
Weaver's in a lot of trouble coming forward. They're gonna get a duel off onto him. That's gonna be a dead Libby.
Wow.
He's got the axe completed, but again, I was talking about if he can't get out of these situations with Doom, if he's getting locked down by Legion Commander, it doesn't do him any good because he has no Lincolns. He has no survivability.
Lincolns would have saved his life there as well.
It absolutely would have. He would have been able to just get himself away, and they're gonna be able to take this tower down.
But like, it's such a good Lincoln's game, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. We're preaching to the choir here, though.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see the TP coming down here. We've got the Bane coming forward. Pink Top's immediately gonna be able to grab Royce. There's gonna be the stun coming out from RKK Slayer, moving him back. But again, Sosprey coming forward. Doom's gonna come out as well. They should be able to clean up Royce here. Royce is gonna fall. Then they're seeing that the Centaur, looking back, thinking about it, not gonna do it. Meanwhile, top lane, Legion, she's going for this tower. Gonna have to back off though. Does have Blink, will be able to escape. Weaver's coming in here with the Swarm, and we're seeing the Centaur. No,
Yeah,
Legion
so
should be able to easily get around this.
It's been 21 minutes. Have you seen Rock use Stone Gauge?
Yeah, he used it a couple times in the fights.
Oh really?
Yeah, oh, the damage coming forward. They want to go. They're going to be able to take down Rock and get the Trackle. Turning around onto Axon. Axon, oh, he's able to just teleport himself back out of here. Doom's going to clean him up, though, and they're still going to get the Trackle on that. This is definitely classic old school.
That's what I was going to say. It's classic.
Beautiful
Snowball.
execution coming out from them. Great sort of communication. Then we're gonna have to cast 5 games, I think. I feel like that's this is gonna be a full 5 series.
Comfortable enough, they will probably do the same next game. I think it seemed like they started lacking confidence. Almost.
I'm seeing too. We're seeing a Moon Shard coming out now for this Legion commander. We've got the completed Orchid over on the Quap as well. Things are looking good. Doom's got his Blink Dagger. Let's look at these charts here. E-Boys have come up now. They're past 10k lead over on the experience earned. And over on the side,
14K.
Yeah, 14k. And they're gonna go for Roche here. Like they're snowballing. They're doing exactly what they needed to do.
But we said this in the panel. We were like, if they don't draft a hard carry, they're kind of screwed. But what we didn't expect was E-Boys to like do their traditional snowball draft and actually pull it off. Like they've snowballed perfectly this game. I don't think they can fight them at home.
Well, you know, it's one of those things when we were looking at the draft, we were discussing, you know, oh, can they get a hard carry? If they get a hard carry, though, what are they going to do? Because they've got this Medusa who's going to be able to, you know, do the Stone Gaze against, like, a CK or, you know, sort of problems with lockdown, damage, all that. And they just realized on the side of E-Boys, they don't, oh, they're going to be able to go on Rock again. Rock going to get cleaned up.
That's it as well. It's the sheer amount of jump they've got with the Blink Dagger, as you said on
the mobility. Oh yeah, the mobility is huge over on their side. Plus Bane's got himself an Aether Lens, so he's going to be able to just hang in the back side, not even worry. Look at how confident Gizmo is. Like he's just over in their side near their ancients, just doing some farming. Does not care, is not worried. They, you know, what kind of lockdown do they have over on the side of Hot Singles? Really, you've got Centaur Stomp. You've got a little bit of a slow coming out from like the Io's Tether and the Omni Knight, but they're going to be able to just get sliced into two pieces.
It's not the unkillable draft.
86 damage at 23 minutes here. And the Io's an easy target every single time. Plus the fact that Quap just jumps in. Doom's got that blink. So much mobility. They've got an Aegis on Quap. They're going to go high ground here. There's no reason for them not to.
Right, this is where it didn't work out the first 2 games, so this should be interesting. I think they've got enough of them now.
RKK Slider being ballsy, gonna go and land 3 stuns here, and then we're gonna see Legion coming forward though. The Doom's gonna come out onto the IO. It's not gonna connect though with the Guardian Angel, and Skaz trying to go ahead. He's gonna purge onto the Omni Knight here, pop a Mango, and they're gonna turn around back again. RKK Slider running in, but he's gonna get immediately silenced. There's a heal bomb coming out though. Nice ultimate coming out from Ice Cream. He is gonna lose that Aegis though, and now Stone Gaze is down. They're coming back in. Royus has been put into the sleep. They're chasing up again. Ice Cream just going in for this dive. They're chasing after Rock. Rock gonna be able to just get put back, but the duel's coming out, and there's the lockdown. The Io's trying to come in, not able to do it. They're gonna lose Skaz though, and Libby is coming forward, able to do a kill, clean it up, but buyback coming out from the Centaur. They need to move now. Take that as a win. More dual damage onto the Legion. Oh, but Slider coming forward, trying to go over. Oh, the nice Nightmare coming out. We are going to lose. Oh, the Io's going to fall down, though. And again, Gizmo chasing after. They've got the track over onto the center. Center is terrified. He is going to fall. Ice Cream's going to clean up. Sauce Brigade is unstoppable. What a fight. And there's still... Libby's going to get him. Oh, almost able to lock him down. If she had had duel, that would have been a dead
You know what, though? Like,
how much gold? 1.8 gold going to Bounty Hunter. 1.8k gold, and then 1.2 gold going to Weaver. There's a gold exchange of 3,000 gold, though, during that fight.
Between 2 heroes?
It is bananas.
It was more orchestrated, the team fight in top this time, but almost happened again. It almost happened again. They haven't breached racks yet. With an Aegis, this happened like last 2 games. I don't know, man. I'm not saying this is over at all.
Yeah, but this Legion is just gonna keep balling out of control. Like, she's got a double damage on her. She's got 100 dual damage.
Well, watch this space. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they didn't actually achieve anything in that fight.
I am concerned that Rock is going for a rapier here, and the way that these fights have been going, if they drop a rapier and Legion gets it, they're in so much trouble.
I'm surprised he's not rushing Mask of Madness, but I guess what you could say is the map's been really secured by E-Boys. I'm surprised they feel this brave, like going to ward and stuff like that.
If they get a smoke over up and running on the side of E-Boys here, I think that would be really, really good for them. Especially, you know, Doom's working on, I'm guessing that's going to be an Ags. It could be a BKB as well, but I don't think that's really necessary.
I wonder what chat's thinking about who's going to win.
I don't know. It's about a little bit over 3 minutes behind. So
Well, I literally have no clue. But I have a feeling Hot Singles might actually do it. It's not looking like it at the moment, but...
Well, they've got to keep pressing their advantage, and it looks like, you know, they've got all the outer towers here, but if we look over at the Weaver, Weaver doesn't have damage. So that's definitely exactly. That's definitely to their advantage here. Medusa also doesn't have much damage. She's pretty tanky, because that's just a natural thing. They've got pretty good survivability, but I don't know if that's enough. If they keep pressing their advantage like this, the fights are going to go...
But they can't have bad team fights.
Legion gonna go in immediately taking out Royas. That's not gonna be an issue now. There's no more Guardian Angel. It's gonna be mech'd up incredibly fast. You're turning around. There's the Silence coming out onto this Weaver. He got Nightmare though, and that's gonna be the Cloud coming forward. They're gonna be able to take him down. Chasing around here. There's gonna be the buyback coming out. Accent's gonna pop though. Rock's in a lot of trouble here. Kizmo coming forward. Gonna be able to clean up Rock. Weaver's gonna be a dieback. Oh, it's not a dieback. Oh my gosh, Agnums! Oh my gosh. What a play! Totally forgot about that. And then they're gonna be able to take this Rex.
The jump from Gizmo on the Omni just made the fight.
That was exactly what they needed to do because Guardian Angel is so good. Oh, they're gonna be able to dust though. Sauce Brigade in a lot of trouble here. Is gonna go ahead, use the Guardian Greaves. Libby running forward. They try to put the heal bomb down, trying to still take out Sauce Brigade. Turning around though, gonna get the goal. They're gonna be able to throw him into the Nightmare here. There's gonna be the Guardian Angel getting thrown. Royce is gonna get dueled though. Either way, Ice Cream is godlike. This is why you don't let him get quap, guys.
Yep.
He is just doing so much work here. Legion Commander, 28 minutes in, sitting at 136 damage. They're just gonna keep going here. They can't stop them. They don't have the damage.
I mean, the bounty tracks have made the difference.
It is, yeah, absolutely. Well, a good bounty hunter can win 2 lanes, and not only that, it's able to bring back all that extra gold.
How much does that play into Snowball? Like, we just get a few kills, we get the bounty.
Look how
like
Legion has 5.6k. RKK Slider is gonna come in here, gonna immediately get silenced up though. Scott's taking a lot of damage from this Medusa. They're still able to take it. They're gonna throw out the Enfeeble onto Medusa. Turning around though, they don't want to leave this base. They're just trying to put as much damage down, take this advantage. She doesn't have the team to follow her up though right now. We're gonna see Sir Royce coming forward. They don't have the Guardian Angel, and I'm actually surprised that they're backing off here.
Okay, so they just want a team fight and took 2 sets of rats.
Nope, they don't have creeps in the base. That's why they're not going to keep going in. Although they can actually, there's no tower.
They kind of said, you don't have enough. And I'm going to duel the Omni, he's not going to ulti, and then what can you do?
Omni has to be so much more careful with his positioning because that ultimate is huge. And honestly, if I was E-Boys, I would just go right back up again. I'd push out my waves and I'd say, okay, I know Omni ulti is down for another 70 seconds.
They may even look to Roshan again. I don't think they need to.
There's no damage on these other heroes too, over on the side of Hot Singles in your area. Now is the time to strike. Now's the time to finish the game.
Roshan's up in like 30 seconds.
Press the advantage. Press the attack.
Well, maybe we're getting a game 2, game 3, 4.
I told
5.
you, the way that these games have been going, and the way that, you know, they've been playing in this game, it feels like the old E-Boys. It feels like they're feeling more confident. Again, like I was saying earlier, I'm interested to see if Pink Tops gave them that pep talk, because he's famous for doing that when they're having trouble, because the way that they're playing is just way more comfortable. And it might be because, you know, they got Quap, you know, Ice Cream, that is his comfort pick here. I don't know, but whatever is happening is exactly what they need.
Medusa's got nothing, like flat out nothing.
I think she was going for a Rapier Rush. And I think at this point she cannot afford to go for a Rapier Rush anymore.
No, I would agree. But what does she build? Or maybe she's at the stage where she has to go for a Rapier Rush because she's got nothing else.
I don't know, it's 31-5.
Yeah.
This is This is not looking
didn't-
good for hot singles
I didn't
at
realize it was
all.
that bad. But...
Yeah, it's pretty. The only person. Did I mess this up? No. The only person on the side of Emo Boys that is not in the top net worth is this Bane. But the Bounty Hunter has more gold than the Weaver and the Medusa. So does the Doom, so does the Queen of Pain, and of course our Legion Commander, like I said, balling out of control. Look at how much gold she's sitting on, 6.7k.
Does it somewhat say about E-Boys, their confidence, that they kind of pick snowball heroes and comfort heroes the second game, and it didn't work? They still do it the third game.
Well, I think the Quap, again, we've talked about Quap getting a huge buff. And also, Ice Cream typically tends to be one of the big playmakers on the side of E-Boys here. That's not to discourage, or not even discourage, it's not to downplay any of their other players. I mean, Pink Tops has some really great initiations that come out. And this time, you know, we're seeing just the trust and the confidence level coming out from Gizmo and Ice Cream here. Because Ice Cream saying, go, get this duel. I will back you up. And Gizmo goes running in there with his face, and he's not afraid. He's like, all right, I know my teammate's going to be right behind me. And that's
For me,
really
it's been all hot dog this game.
Yeah.
I thought he's been really on point with Jules.
It has been fantastic.
I'm not a big fan of the build he done to start with, but, I mean, he's played excellent.
It worked. There's another Aegis. It's going to go right onto this Queen of Pain. They're going to use her as the initiator. And we talked about Ice Cream running that right-click build. He's got the right-click build. He's got the Mjolnir. He's got the Bloodthorn.
I'd like to see him get Ags, but...
Gonna go right in on this Weaver. Weaver's in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna get tracked. They're trying to disperse him down before he can do anything with those spells. And it's gonna be able to wipe him up. They're able to wipe up the Omni Knight too. This is not looking good. I think this might be GG.
Yeah, this is GG.
And that was a BKB actually over on the Doom. That's surprising.
They have buybacks?
Honestly. They do have a buyback. No, not on the Dire side. They have no buybacks on the Dire side. Now Rock is gonna fall here too. That's gonna be the end. Ice Cream beyond godlike. This is why, again, you don't want him to get Quap because he will just run all over you. Libby saying, GG, well played. Game number 3 of the series. RKK Slider, gonna take a nap here.
Thanks for making me tired tomorrow, E-Boys.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Ben's actually UK, so it is very late
they can probably
for
tell
him.
with the accent.
You could be living in America too, you know.
Oh, you guys don't let us in?
Okay.
So
that's a whole other story. So game number 3 of this series is gonna go to Emotional Boys 2002. This is a best of 5 series, guys. The plays were out of control in this game. This has been so much fun. Stick around. We're gonna be back with game number 4.
Yeah, vote on the poll again and see what the results are now.
Okay. Oh, let me look actually. Let's see. Check out our straw poll here. Did you see the series going this way? Let's see the results. We're looking at, hell yes, hot singles in your area for life is at 42%. No way, I can't believe it. 47%. And 2 votes for, I have no previous knowledge of this tournament. Well, glad to have you guys joining us, though. Those of you who haven't ever watched this tournament before. This is a good time to stick around. All right, guys, like I said, we will be back with Game 4. Stay tuned.